Right, let the record reflect state's attorneys present, defendant, defense counsel are present. Anything we need to take up before we bring the jury in?
Judge, I did not subpoena the 911 custodian of records. I'm trying to find the business records affidavit that was previously submitted with regard to the other pending matter associated with Mr. Cooper, who I believe the state's felt call. And so I will need an opportunity to get that custodian of records here with regard to the 911 call in that case.
Was it filed with the business record affidavit already?
No, Judge, if there was a business record after, I didn't take it out. No, if
Okay.
there was one, it may have been included like from the PD with the discovery materials, like all in that.
Gotcha, okay. Okay, you can bring the jury in. And what I'll do is ask, we'll take maybe an extended lunch break and for y'all's cooperation to help maybe, so that we're not delayed, get, whatever we need to do to get somebody here, would be great. Do you have a name?
For the custodian of record.
Yes.
Let's see here.
Judge, I will say this, I put Mr. Cooper on our witness list a long time ago. And he's mentioning the discovery records about his involvement in this case, discovery material, defense counsel had, it's not a surprise for him to know, particularly after yesterday, seeing him here, to know that we would be calling him as a witness and that 911 call would be relevant.
I don't disagree with that.
I have the business records affidavit associated with it. I just need the ability to print it.
Well, Judge.
Let's get there, and when we get there, you can bring the jury in.
The whole way that business record affidavit works is if it's on file for 14 days in advance. That's not supposed to.
So
Hold on. All right, let the record reflect the jury is seated, state's attorneys present, defendant and defense counsel are present. Mr. Coleman, at this time, does the state have any rebuttal?
Yes, Judge, state called Daryl Cooper.
All right, Daryl Cooper.
Daryl Cooper?
And was Mr. Cooper here yesterday?
Yes, he was.
First sworn. Thank you. Good morning. You can have a seat right over there in that chair, Mr. Cooper. And if you'll pull that microphone down right there as close as you can get it, make sure you speak loudly and clearly so everyone can hear you. Also, Mr. Cooper, if it's a yes or a no question that's asked to you, please say yes or no and not just a head nod or a so the court reporter can get everything down.
Yes.
Thank you. And you are under oath still from yesterday as well, correct?
Yes.
All right, you may proceed.
Good morning, Mr. Cooper. Would you please state your full name for the court reporter?
Harold Wayne Cooper Senior.
And Mr. Cooper, how old of an individual are you, sir?
I'm 65.
And I saw that you kind of had some difficulty making your way into the courtroom. What do you have going on with your foot? Is it your foot?
I'm disabled. I have no control over my left leg. I had surgery yesterday on my foot.
All right, thank you. Thanks for being here today. In fact, speaking of being here today, you didn't want to be here today, did you?
No idea.
In fact, it was with we had to make some efforts to get you here. Is that fair to say?
objection.
Overruled.
Well, no.
I'll move on, Judge. I want to take you back to September the 7th, 2024. What did you tell law enforcement happened on that day?
Law enforcement day. Wow. At the Heritage.
Heritage.
Yes, motel.
Heritage is a hotel, a motel?
It's a hotel.
Okay, on 11th Street,
Yes,
here in Beaumont.
right.
Okay, go on, please.
Okay. The day before the incident happened, I was in a room. And after receiving the car to the room, I entered the room and had whiskey while cigarettes. And so I went back downstairs and I told them that the room had cigarettes. It has whiskey bottles and cigarettes.
Let's do this. I want to get straight to what we are here for. Did you encounter Romeo Johnson on
This is when I encountered him.
Okay, when?
When I went back down to get my resume out of the car.
Yes, sir.
Mr. Romeo was at the door. I said, I have to get the car to the room. And he said, well, you come on in. So no, I went back downstairs. And I told the individual was at the room itself. And she gave me another key. So the next day, I went to go get another room. Mr. Romeo said, "Who? Let me holler at you." And I said, I just got off work on ready to go. So he stopped me and
I gotta keep it question and answer. Let me ask you this
Okay.
question. Was when he encountered you encountered him the next day, was he alone or
no,
was
he
he with
was
somebody?
with, he was with another individual too.
And what did he and that other individual make you do at that point?
The first of all asked me for money
Mm-hmm.
because they were using the rooms and they banded them from the motel.
Okay, and he asked you, the two of them asked you for money, and what was your response?
I said, no, I don't have any money on me. I had money, but
I'm trying to keep this moving, Mr.
I understand that, but you have to understand when you ask me a question, I'm trying to give you that answer.
Fair enough, Mr. Cooper. Please go right ahead, sir.
Okay. So I told him that I didn't have the money. I said, man, you got us put out to property. So, you're gonna pay us. I had money. But he had said no, he go to me to the side stair, and the other guy with him, they said, come on, you don't give us some money. So I showed him my wallet. I had my money in my pocket. And I said, all I got is my credit cards. So
And it's someone, and I get it, Mr. Cooper. There's rules I gotta follow. I'm sorry, I know it's
okay, I understand that.
because this defense can object. If I just let you talk, the judge is gonna probably tell me, hey, you just can't let him talk.
But
It's
you
some
don't want to answer.
Hold on, we're gonna get there. Just
there are rules. I gotta follow.
Okay,
ask him
okay.
the question.
Did the two of them force you or make you go somewhere to another location?
They did.
Yes, sir. And that location was it a Market Basket food store?
It was that some place had ATM.
Yes, sir. And they wanted you to do what at that ATM?
They wanted me to withdraw money out of my account
Now, did you willingly want to do that?
willingly.
Yes, sir. Was it your idea to do that?
Yes, it was my idea to go to Market Basket because they got cameras there.
Okay, but you didn't want to give him money, is what I'm getting at, right?
Of course not.
All right. And what, if any, item did you see or observe on Romeo Johnson during the process of them attempting to get you to withdraw money from the ATM?
But they forced me to go there.
Yes, sir.
And they said don't run. Don't run. You're going down. So the other guy said, Romo asked the other guy something because I was in front. And the other guy said, I got to go back and get something, get mine. So he said, well, give me yours. And I kind of looked at him, man, I look back here. He said, what you doing? So after getting,
Hold on.
What did Romeo have on?
what did Romeo have on?
Did you see him with a weapon?
Of course.
All right, that's what I'm getting at. This
Okay.
jury wasn't there, so they need to understand.
Oh,
what
well,
you saw.
okay.
What did you see on Romeo?
He had a pistol. It clicked. While I was in front.
This is while he was attempting to get you to withdraw money from the ATM.
This was while we were going to Market Basket.
Yes. Did you in fact withdraw money from the ATM?
I'm a little bit smarter than that, sir.
Okay. What did you do then?
I pushed the pin in the wrong pin in 3 times.
Oh, very good. So you intentionally entered the wrong PIN number. So then what happened?
After the 3rd time, it locks.
Okay. And what did you do next?
They asked me for my card,
Okay.
so they could try it.
Okay. And then what happened?
I let them use it because it got cameras in it.
Okay, and
Yeah.
were they successful?
Nope, the car was locked.
Did you or they purchase any items with the card?
The car was locked.
Oh, I get that. If you told law enforcement that they made you buy like candy or something, is that the case?
The car was locked. But I did not do the matter of fact, the manager, uh, we went to to the counter.
Yes, sir.
They said, well, you go to the counter and trust, you know what I mean?
Uh-huh.
And I knew the manager. I'm looking at the manager, and he know I come there every day. Because I was saying it for over 2 months.
Let me ask you this. Did you tell law enforcement that they made you buy 2 drinks in the candy bar and ask you to get cash back? Did you tell law enforcement that?
That's what they asked me to do.
But what really happened? What happened?
The car was locked, sir. I intentionally locked the car.
Okay. Yes, sir. And ultimately, did they take your wallet from you?
They did it, Dad. They did. I stopped. Matter of fact, they told me, come on. So I know they got camera right at the front door.
Yes.
So I stopped intentionally at the front door and told them no. So one got on one side, one got on the other side of me, you know what I mean?
Mhm.
And I'm looking at the manager, the cat person is right in front of the door, front door.
Yes, sir.
Now, the manager see me struggling with the guy, you know, natural assumption, okay, it's on camera, the manager see, okay, they gonna go.
But
They did not, they drugged me in the parking lot.
but ultimately they took your wallet, right?
I did say that.
I'm sorry. I just want to be clear.
I did say that.
Yes or no, Mr. Cooper?
Yes.
They took your wallet,
They did.
and your wallet contained your debit card and some amount of cash, right?
Though it didn't have cash, I had cash in my pocket.
But your wallet contained some items, including your debit card, right?
Everything.
All right. I'll pass through this. Thank you. Oh, one final question. I'm sorry.
Matter of fact,
Do you see?
matter of fact,
Hang on,
Hold
hang
on,
on.
Do you see Romeo Johnson in the courtroom here today?
of course,
Could you please point to him and identify him by the article of clothing that he's
he
wearing?
has on a green shirt. You know, he's to my right.
Yes, sir. I'd ask the record reflect the witness has identified the defendant, Judge.
The record will so reflect.
I pass forward, Judge.
Mr. Cooper, did you speak with the 911 operator regarding this incident?
I don't remember at this time. You know, it's been a minute. Yeah, I was shocked. I told her, yes,
So you did speak with 911 operator?
yeah,
And did you tell the 911 operator that there wasn't a firearm involved?
there was a what?
That there was not a firearm involved?
Why would I say that? No, I didn't tell her that.
You don't remember saying that?
I don't remember saying that.
If you were to listen to that call, would that help refresh
It
your
probably would.
recollection?
Sir, I was in shock at that point.
Well,
Yeah.
If you listened to that call, would it refresh your recollection about what you said that evening?
Probably would. I mean, at the time, I knew Romeo. The other guy that had told me that.
Objection to the non-responsive portion, Your Honor.
Sustained. Just be sure and answer the question that he's asked, okay?
You never told officers that Mr. Johnson had a gun, did you? Or a firearm, did you?
They did have a firearm.
You
Obviously. I think it's sir.
Objection, non-responsive.
Just be sure to answer the question. Yeah.
Okay.
You never told officers that Romeo Johnson had a gun, did you?
I don't recall because I know the other guy did.
You said you know the other guy did.
Yeah.
You mean somebody else with Mr. Johnson?
Of course.
And didn't you say that that individual put his hand inside a bag?
Yeah.
Yeah. And said, give me your money or I'm gonna do you.
Right.
Right? With a hand inside a bag. right?
That
Right. Romeo Johnson didn't say that to you, did he?
he was with him.
He was with him. Okay, and so when you
But he
Hold
had.
on, hold on.
Okay.
Just answer the question.
when you say that Romeo Johnson had a gun, you never saw a gun on Mr. Johnson, did you?
Yes, he did.
When?
When he handed him the gun, the other guy handed him the gun and said he had to go back to the motel to get something.
The other guy handed Romeo the gun?
Yeah.
When was this?
On the way, taking me to the market basket.
On the way. I just asked you, did Romeo Johnson have a gun at the market basket, right? Romeo Johnson didn't threaten you with a gun, did he?
Yes, he did.
He threatened you where?
Going to the market basket.
Going to market basket.
Right.
This defendant threatened you with a gun.
Right. He said, "Don't run."
Don't run.
That's right. He said, "Don't run. You're going down."
Isn't it true that you had borrowed $300 from Mr. Bello?
From who?
Bello?
No,
No? I'm sorry?
no.
No? Oh, why were you being asked for money?
Well, because reason being, this is where they was staying at.
Mm-hmm.
At the Heritage Motel.
Yeah.
When you get before you check out, the maids open the door and you can allow them to clean the room.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, after 11 o'clock, all you have to do is just turn the deadbolt, and the door doesn't lock. So you can use that room that whole day until that next day, as long as you don't close the deadbolt light and leave out.
Okay.
When you leave out that room, you can get before you leave out that room, you snap the deadbolt lock. The door doesn't close.
The
That
911 operator specifically asked you if a firearm was involved, didn't they?
I don't remember. That's been years ago.
Would it help refresh your recollection to listen to the call?
Yeah, it would help.
Your Honor, approach the witness. I don't know if you want to temporarily excuse the jury.
Yeah, we're not, but we can't play it here. Let's do this, ladies and gentlemen. It's 10 minutes to 12. Let's go ahead and take our lunch break. And would like to get started at 1:15. Please keep in mind all the instructions you were previously given. If everyone else would remain seated, you're excused until 1:15. All right, let the record reflect the jury's outside the presence of the courtroom. So what we'll do is take our lunch break. Before we leave to do that, you can visit with the Mr. Cooper, play whatever portion of that recording you want to. And then Mr. Cooper, you'll need to come back and finish your testimony after lunch at 1:15, okay? And then we'll get you out of here hopefully as quickly as we can after that. Okay, but y'all can visit for a little bit. We'll close court. And then also I have sent you guys a new charge that includes the two new provisions. I took out obviously the defendant testifying. I added evidence of wrongful acts. I also added evidence of prior convictions. I added those two paragraphs. So I need you guys to take a look at that as well. There will not be any delay. If you're trying to get someone here, you need to try to make that happen with regard to any additional witnesses. All right, court will be in recess till 1:15. All right, let the record reflect state's attorneys present, defendant and defense counsel are present. Anything we need to do before we bring the jury in?
Not from step.
Judge, do you want to address the charge now or wait until after?
Let's wait till after. You can bring the jury in. And y'all all got the newest email with that in it. Do either of you want me to print a copy when it's time to work on it, or y'all?
No, Judge, please.
Let's get this court's copy and we'll just check together. I'm sure we need it. I think we did. That's fine. We'll do it if I did. I think we talked about it. Yeah, okay. It's not gonna hurt anything to have them. Right, let the record reflect the jury is seated, state's attorney is present, defendant and defense counsel are present. Mr. Wilkerson, you may continue.
Thank you, Your Honor. Cooper, are you the same Daryl Cooper who either does presently or used to live at a house on Pine Street?
No, I've never lived on Pine Street.
You've never lived off or off of Pine Street, right off of it?
I lived on East Gill Street.
I'm sorry,
I lived on East Gill Street.
very near the corner?
No,
No?
at the bottom of East Gill.
Okay. Before we took a lunch, I had asked you, if you recalled making some statements. When you spoke with the 911 operator, isn't it true that you told her first that you didn't know what they had?
Yeah. At that point in time, that was seconds after I got right.
Objection on the-
Exactly.
So just answer the questions that he's asking you and the state will have an opportunity to follow up.
Isn't it true that you told the 911 operator you didn't know what they had?
I don't recall.
So, Mr. Cooper, you listened to that recording with Mr. Wilkerson over the break,
I did.
correct?
Okay, right.
So you were able to reflect the memory about what you did or didn't say on that recording, correct?
I did, yes.
Okay, so just answer the questions based on what he's asking you. And again, if there's any explanation, Mr. Coleman will be able to ask you about any follow-up, okay?
Okay.
All right.
You've told the 911 operator that you didn't know what they had, didn't you?
That's what I said on the friend.
Okay, and you had the wherewithal to tell the operator that the individual who was not Mr. Johnson, put his, or had a bag that he pointed at you with, right?
Right.
And you were also, you testified that you were drugged. You were also asked if you needed EMS attention, right?
Right.
Which you ultimately refused, right?
Right.
And y'all spent, would it be fair to say you spent more than 2 minutes on the phone together
With
with the 911 operator?
maybe I didn't have my watch on.
Well, I'm asking because I understand you to be attempting to assert that you were still in some kind of shock or trauma associated with this interaction, right? That you couldn't think to tell the 911 operator that there were firearms or that there were weapons involved, right? That's what you're saying?
Well, I knew the police were coming. That was is the police officer here? Have he written down everything I told?
All right. Mr. Cooper. Mr. Cooper, you were convicted in 2024 for theft of property, a state jail felony, correct?
Yes.
And that conviction included the fact that you had 2 or more prior theft convictions, right?
Right.
And that's why it was a felony, correct?
Yes.
All right. In conjunction with that case being adjudicated, a separate criminal mischief, also felony, was dismissed, correct?
What's this have to do with Mr. Roman?
Ask the witness to be instructed to answer.
Judge, I would object to that because that's not proper impeachment. That type of an offense is not proper impeachment.
Sustained.
In 2019, you were convicted of a Class B theft, correct?
I guess so.
And in 2018, you were convicted of a Class B theft, correct?
Okay, yes.
And going back to 2000 and In 2010, you were convicted of a felony offense, correct?
Am I being charged again with it?
Ask the witness.
Sir, just answer the question.
Yes.
And then just prior to that, in 2007, you were convicted of the misdemeanor of burglary of a coin-operated machine, correct?
Correct.
Isn't it true that you and Mr. Johnson, for a number of years hung out together?
I've known him
You've known him? Has he spent time at your house?
a lot. Come by my house.
I asked the witness be instructed to answer the question.
Answer the question.
Sir, I'm 65 years old, and that house was given to me when I was 27, 37. So I don't recall that when it came by my home.
You don't know if the defendant ever came to your home.
Really, I don't.
Well, let me ask you this. In terms of the defendant coming to your home, would he have reason to come and hang out there?
Sir, as I said, I don't remember who all came by my home.
What I'm asking you, sir, is there some purpose for which he would have came and hung out there?
I would object to the relevance
I
of.
told you the same thing over and over.
Hold on.
I object to the relevance of any prior visits to this residence house.
Oh, well, he said he doesn't recall anyways. It's been asked and answered.
You were asked earlier if you had wanted to be here. A writ of attachment had to be issued to get you here, didn't it?
Not good, sir. You have to understand with me. I work. I had my leg contact.
Objection.
He asked me a question. Can I answer, ma'am?
Well, you're not answering really the question he asked. So he asked,
The reason being why, because I got robbed.
Hold on.
Yeah.
You have to answer just the questions he's asking you. I know you want to explain more, but that's not really the way it works, okay?
Okay.
Thank you, sir.
And back when you alleged that the defendant robbed you, was your foot broken at that time?
My foot was never broke, but I got hit by 18-wheeler. I was dropped, but have no control over when I walk. I have to be self-concerned where I'm going when I walk. Maybe right step, turn for left step.
When did that happen?
May 26th of 80. I'm disabled.
And it's your testimony that you never borrowed any money from the individual who was with Mr. Johnson?
Absolutely not. Absolutely not. I have money. I work every day. I have cash every day. That's why I got robbed.
Okay, why were you staying at the hotel?
Objection. Relevance.
Your Honor, I believe that this will explain what was going on that led to the exchange between, that led to the allegations that the witness is making that this defendant robbed him.
Overruled. You can answer the question.
Was I staying at the hotel?
Yes,
Because I was homeless.
you don't still own the house that you were given years ago?
Of course not.
So you were staying there long term?
There's whether that was short term or long term, I don't see the relevance.
Sustained at this time.
Is that particular location a location that where a lot of illicit substances are trafficked?
Objection. Relevance to this defendant and the allegations.
Sustained.
This witness subject said.
Pass witness.
Thank you. Anything else, Mr. Coleman?
Just a couple of follow-ups if I may, Judge. Ms. Cooper, you made reference to a clicking sound within that bag that you believe there to be a firearm?
Yes,
And when you say
Yes.
click, are we talking about maybe possible racking of a firearm?
yes,
Okay. Do you have any doubt whether or not this defendant was acting in concert with or together with the other individual when they took you to the ATM to try to get you to force you to withdraw money?
of course, before and after.
Okay. And regardless of your criminal history or your run-ins with the law, are you here today and telling this jury the truth about what happened that day?
100%.
Thank you, Mr. Cooper. I'll press the witness, Judge.
Anything else, Mr. Wilkerson?
Yes, Your Honor. You testified that y'all walked to the market basket that night, correct?
Correct.
All right. Did your injury interfere, with that walk?
My injury with the injury you speaking of, the from a leg,
Yes.
did it interfere? I walked every day. No, it has no, it didn't. No, did
Okay. So what you're telling this jury right now and here today is that, despite all of your other dishonesty in the past, you want this jury to believe that this man robbed you despite you being homeless at the time?
where'd you get that from?
You said you were staying at the hotel because you
Okay, that has no relevance, but I told you that you wouldn't let me take. This is why he was upset because they banned him from the property
To the
and he could no longer stay there. So
Your Honor.
he figured that I hold
Mr.
him from him not being
Your
able
Honor.
to be there anymore.
Mr. Cooper?
Yeah, that's the truth.
Okay, I understand. Just listen to the questions and answer them, please.
Asked the jury be instructed to disregard.
Judge, he asked the question. He opened it.
I'm not gonna, no.
And so again, you're asking this jury to believe that this defendant robbed a homeless man.
Of course.
And if you were homeless, what belief or reason to believe that you had money that the defendant had?
Because I work every
Let
day.
me say, Judge, Judge, this is part of speculation. One part of this witness as to what this defendant believed.
This witness testified that this defendant knew that he could get money.
Of course, I work every day. I do headlight research. I have cash on me every day. That's how I was staying at the hotel. They don't let me stay there free.
Objections, non-responsive.
I think he's answering the question.
Was someone else staying with you there?
No,
You weren't sharing a room with another lady?
maybe sometimes like it, that you trying to mislead the jury. Look, you asked me a question. I told you. I answered it.
But I want you to answer honestly.
And if you ask me each question separately, I would.
Pass the witness.
I have no further questions for Mr. Cooper.
Any
He
objection to
be
Mr.
excused,
Cooper
please.
being excused?
No, Judge.
No objection, Your Honor.
Thank you, Mr. Cooper. You're excused. Keep in mind those instructions you were given yesterday also, okay?
The state has no further rebuttal. Your Honor.
Thank you, Mr. Coleman. Mr. Wilkerson, any rebuttal? Anything else?
Is Officer Carter sure?
Is he? We can get him here, Judge.